Welcome to Real Estate Daily. It's your real estate guru, and here we go on an exciting real estate day today, talking about your passions. And do you love real estate enough to work in the field of real estate? You know, loving your job and loving your career, you hear it all the time when you're talking to career coaches. If you've been to college or when you're in high school and you're talking to your career coaches, and what are you going to do for life? And they always say, well, you need to love what you do. How do you know if you're going to love what you do? I mean, as a kid, I always said to myself, how do I know what I want to do? I mean, let's be clear. I was pigeoned into a job because my family had a bakery, and I was going to love bakery whether I liked it or not, because that was the family business. And for many of you, that's how it was. You started off with something, not necessarily as your choice. It's what the family wanted to do. That's what the family was involved in, and you had to be involved in it. So I am going to start off today, though, with love of career. You do need to love your career. But what does love of career actually mean? Because when we start talking about love of career, are we talking about love of money? Or are you thinking about love of status? Are you thinking something more about love of recognition? These are wildly different concepts. So let's pick them apart one at a time. Now, I'm going to challenge you about love of money. That love of money won't make you love your career. Love of money is simply you love of getting lots of money. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I might be the only coach that'll ever tell you that there's nothing wrong with loving money. Go ahead, love it up. It can be a wonderful thing. However, will it make you happy to love your career because you're loving money? Now, I will challenge you that it won't make you happy. I've seen lots of people that can make a ton of money at a career that decide later, I'm doing something else entirely. Maybe they were an attorney, maybe they were an accountant, maybe they were a realtor, and they were great at it, but they hated their career and they wanted to go do something else. And that something else can be anything else that turns you on and creates a passion burning in your soul. Now, I will tell you, I have a passion for real estate. I love real estate. I want to make your career the best it can ever be. It's important to me that we make your career the best it ever can be. Not only with money, and I hope that in my other shows this comes clear. Yes, I want to put lots of money in your pocket because I know that money is important to people. We can't overlook how important money is to families. Money turns the key to make other things happen that is a passion in our lives. This is what you have to find out. You have to find out, are you looking for a career that makes you happy, or one that you may not be happy and just makes you money? Because those are two different things often. When you find the two things that come together, a career that makes you happy, that you can be passionate about, and makes you money, now you have reached the gold ring. But that takes a while. It really does. It can take significant time to unravel this. So let's talk about status. To a lot of people, status is important. That's why people are often pushed to get particular types of degrees. Licenses. I'm an attorney. I'll tell you, being an attorney is a status thing. Yes, it's an actual license thing, but it is also a status thing. People give you respect because you have it. Realtors don't necessarily get that kind of status. And I think that's unfortunate, and our industry needs to work on that kind of status. By the way, let me get a sip of coffee going on here. I haven't even slowed down yet this morning and said welcome. So sipping on my coffee this morning. I hope you're having the kind of fired up morning. I am happy because I love to talk about my favorite topic on the planet, and that is real estate. I do dearly love it, and I want to turn you on to real estate if it's for you. By the way, take a minute, hit that like button. I would love it if you'd hit the like button. Talk about something that turns me on. I love it when you hit the like button. And if you hit, and even then one more than that, if you hit the subscribe button, which opens up the member only events. And today, it's Wednesday, it's the member only event time. It is the day we do this. Every Wednesday, we have a members only event. To open that up, you have to subscribe to the channel, and that will open up the members only event to you, where we take a deeper dive into a real estate topic to build your business bigger than ever before. Now, build your business, coming back to our point today in passion, doesn't necessarily always mean money. It certainly can. It certainly likely will, as long as it's paired with other things. Status as a realtor, I'll tell you, that goes back and forth. Some people just disdain. Of course, let me tell you about attorneys. Many people disdain attorneys. They don't like them for lots of reasons. You know, I thought years ago, becoming an attorney, lots of years ago, I thought, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing. Everybody's going to respect me. I'm going to have huge recognition in life. To come to find out that a huge amount of the population hates attorneys. Boom, hello. But that's how it is in every career. You have to be the one passionate about it. You have to be the one excited about it. And the status that you get will be among your peers that is the most valuable for you. It will be among your peers. It can also be among your clients. But the clients are going to see the other side of the passion. So let's peel the passion part into a couple pieces. So we have the passion, we have the money piece, and I recognize money is important. We have the recognition piece, we have the status piece of life. That whole thing of getting recognized for something you've done is important. Then we have also the study versus work pieces. Let me tell you, I'm a professional student. I love studying things. Nearly scared my daughter to death when I told her I wanted to go to vet school with her. Well, I never could have pulled that off for sure. She's brilliant at it. And she is a working licensed vet at this time. We're so proud of her. The simple fact is, I love to study things. I love it. If you're like me, the studying of something all by itself is exciting, and I can be passionate about whatever it is I'm studying because I like the learning of it. That does not make a career. I hate to tell you, a sip of coffee this morning. I know that's hard to take for people because they think, well, if I like to study it, why wouldn't it make a great career? Because the study of something is not the career of something. In fact, the study of something often isn't even close to what the actual career looks like. I mean, when you study for your license in real estate, and now you're out doing real estate, did it ever come up inside the study of it and getting the license of it, lead acquisition and the articles of persuasion, that you're going to have to persuade a client to sign a contract with you and how you would do that to even have a client? And the answer is no. It doesn't come up. They barely talk about how to fill out a real estate contract, much less how to persuade somebody that you're the one that is the perfect person to do it. This is the difference between the study and the work passion. You can have a huge passion, as I do, for studying almost anything. Absolutely, almost anything. I mean, I just love to go out and study. I love to take classes. I love to do continued education within my field. By the way, I love to read legal cases. How many, even in the land of attorneys, how many attorneys love just to say they love to go read legal cases? And I love to go and read all the dissents. The dissents, by the way, are those parts of the legal case that the judges disagree with the major holding. I'm getting way too technical here, but it's the part that they disagree with the major holding. So you get to read all the disagreements, in other words. And I like to read all of, well, how would the case have turned out if they would have won? Because in the future, that could be reality. Okay, moving back over. Study versus work. You need to understand that you can be passionate about studying something. I have clients that studied to get their real estate license, even got their real estate license, and decided to not do it because they don't like the doing of it. Now, the work, so you need to understand that you need to have passion about both pieces. That's extraordinarily difficult to do. How do you find out whether you have passion on both sides? That is just incredibly difficult to find out. So let's take that part apart for it. Let's take that part of it apart. Let me get another sip of coffee this morning. I'm having a little too much fun. Okay. How do you know when work and study is going to come together for you? Well, first thing you need to do is go out and interview some people in the field. Go interview some working real estate realtors that are actually doing the job, not the ones that are thinking about doing it. Because you got people out there that have thought about doing it for 10 years and they've remained licensed, and their goal in life, and I know this is hard, I'm probably going to get some lights on this, their goal in life is to die as a licensed realtor or a licensed attorney. Their whole goal in life is to die with whatever license they have. They don't intend to do anything with it. That's okay. That's part of life. That's part of people's freedoms to get to go and do something. But that's not who you need to talk to. You need to go and talk to the people in the field that are actually doing the work. Find people that are doing at least a deal a month. Find people that are working full-time and have derived their full-time income from real estate for several years. Now you're going to peel apart the onion a little bit. You're going to be able to see underneath the skin of what does it take to do the job. And would you be passionate doing that? Because I'll tell you, I can be passionate about studying for a lot of things. I can be passionate about studying as an archaeologist. I would never want to go out and do the job. It's just not for me. I'm not running down archaeologists at all. I absolutely respect what they're doing. I just don't want to do their job. But I think the study of it could be fascinating. The learning of all the elements, what they do, how they do it, all the artifacts and pieces of it can be fascinating. But that's not the job. The job when you actually get in the field is something else entirely. When I was in the baking industry for years, and I'm a licensed baker, confectioner, candy maker, So I end up knowing, I worked at that for a lot of years because Dad had a bakery, and the first career he wanted us in was that. So a lot of people, it's been hundreds over the years, have told me how much they love to bake. And they want to do it professionally, and they want to open up their bakery. Okay, that's terrific. And they're doing their own home study, and that's awesome. I'll tell you, a lot of home cooks are amazing at what they're doing. They do their home bakery, and their stuff is terrific. Now, let's transition that into working it as a career where you are a production person, usually working for, some larger bakery, whether it's Safeway or Costco, wherever it is. Now let's take a look at fit and how you feel about what you were doing at home and making your, KitchenAid bowl full of divinity, or your biscuits at home, or your bread at home, or your cinnamon rolls. It's going to be a wildly different feel because all of a sudden you're confronted with a production aspect of it. And let me tell you, there are people that are passionate about it. Over the years, I met a lot of people that dearly love the career. And at one time, I loved the career. I loved it enough staying in a lot of years. There's also a lot of people that would enter the career and they could hardly believe after 2 days in the career. I mean, we're talking 2 days in the career, that it wasn't for them. And they were just saying, whoa, I'm giving my notice. I'm done. I don't want this. I don't want my hands in water all day long, because as a baker, you'll have your hands in water. They'll be wet and gooey all day long. That is the life of a baker, confectioner, candy maker, cake decorator. That's what your life is going to be, is very wet. You're constantly cleaning your hands, cleaning yourself, cleaning your utensils. It's a constant thing. Now let's transition that over into the passion for real estate. This is why you have to talk to practitioners about what's going on and how it works. Let me tell you, the first person that will know whether you are passionate about your career, clients. Clients feel it. They feel it out of the gate. They will know if you're passionate for them. They will know if you're passionate about the career, or if you're just clocking time. If you're just clocking time, you need to find something else. And I'm not pushing anybody out of real estate. I personally think it's the greatest career ever. Ever. Out of the several careers I've had in my life and the multiple things that I've done that are just on the side, I think realtor is the greatest career ever. Is it for you? I don't know. This is what we're peeling apart today. Pardon me while I'm sipping a little coffee. I hope you're having a cup of coffee this morning and having a good time. Because I'll tell you, spring is coming. And if you're passionate about this career, spring is on its way. And spring, this thing is going to light up like a Christmas tree. We are going to be on, it's already happening. Already, we're only on the 19th of January, and it's already happening. Homes are coming back to the market. The market's getting busier. It's just incredible to watch it. And if you're passionate about the working side of it and watching that and being involved in it, that is going to work for you. If you're not passionate about it, your clients will know it. They'll feel it out of the gate. And you'll simply be clocking time until you can get out. And it's a fairly expensive career to just sit around and clock time. Like clocking time, I mean, you're not doing anything, you're not happy, you're just filling in the gap until you can do something else. If you're doing nothing more than clocking time, your clients will know it. And here's the horrible thing. Your clients aren't going to give you a recommendation to their personal friends. They're going to say, oh, well, John Doe got us into this house, but I would use somebody else because he's really not passionate about it. He's really not into it. He just kind of somehow got, we stumbled upon him and he got us in. They're not, they didn't feel it from you. Clients will feel it. It pours over to them through you and your love of the career. You need to love it. This, by the way, this is a hard career to be in. Sales. We are in classic sales. People call it all kinds of things, by the way, and I love all the different names I hear out there. Oh, you're not in sales, you're in customer service. You are in client services. There's just a lot of names out there people put upon it. You know what it is? It's sales. I'm okay with that. And you would have to be okay with that if you plan to stay in this career and have a good client fit. Otherwise, it's not going to work for you. If you don't have that client fit and they feel it, you might sell to them. That is possible. But will you get return business? And the answer is likely no. And the whole goal, let me tell you, if you haven't heard it before, and maybe you're new to the industry, you're tuning into the show to learn a couple things about the industry because you're new to it, you're wondering how it works. The whole goal in a short few years in this industry is to have return business. That you're going to have a lot of fishing lines out there. And we can teach you how to fish. We have coaching. We have a Kickstarter program. We can put you through it and teach you how to fish and go and get leads and transfer those leads into clients. That's the hardest work you're going to be doing, is getting a lead, transferring them into a client, and working with them initially. The easiest work you'll ever do is have return business. Return business comes back to you because they love you. You've already convinced these people. Let me go over this again. I know that's tough to take. The hardest work you'll ever do is going after a client. The hardest work that people feel like we do is the negotiation of the contract. And I'm telling you, that's plenty hard work. But going after brand new clients is extraordinarily difficult. You don't know these people. People have a callus. Their initial thing they say to you is no. Can I show you homes? No. They may even need you to show them homes. But people have this auto rejection going on. So learning how to break that down can be very difficult. But the easiest thing that happens, if you love the career and your clients see that love and they feel that love coming through you, the easiest thing that'll ever happen to you is the return business. Because you broke that barrier down. This is where you really know you were meant for the career. You've had a client and you think you're enjoying it, and then it comes back around in about 3 years, you're starting to get some return business, maybe sooner. Because people, it's not just their home they're selling, they're referring you to their friends. And as it comes back around, you begin to realize this works. This is an amazing business for you. That feeling of being referred by others, it is a status. It is a recognition component. So if you're looking for recognition, if that's important to you, be passionate about the career you're in. Be referred by others so it circles back around to you. And that recognition that your client loved you so much that now they will trust you with another family member, that's huge. That will make your soul burn in a good way. You will just love it. If recognition is big and you think you have a passion for this, having that circle back around to you is it's the most honorable thing someone, in my opinion, can ever do. By the way, I would love to hear from you in the chat. How did you find out that you were passionate about this business? How did you learn it? How did it finally hit you that this is the career for you? Let me know in the chat, in the comments. How did you finally realize you're not looking for a career anymore? This is it. The passion of this career. By the way, passion comes out in a lot of different ways. Oh, I mean, we don't even have time today to even begin. Passion can come out in so many different ways. Well, you might be a talker, you might be a doer, you might be, just so many different ways that passion can come out about a career. But how did it finally hit you that this is it for you? Okay, so if you're passionate about this and you need clients, because a lot of us need clients. It's not just a lot of us. We all need clients if we're going to stay in this business. How do you stay in the business? You're passionate about it. You love the study of it. You love the business itself. You learn this works for you, but you need more business. This is where we can come in and swoop in as professional coaches. The best realtors on the planet have coaches. The question is, why don't you? Come on, I'm being serious here. The best people in the industry have a coach. If you don't have one, the question is not why should you, it's why don't you have one? That's the big question. And we also have coaching combined with a course called Kickstarter. Now, going through the Kickstarter course is not just for newbies. Kickstarter course is also for those who simply have found themselves in a dry spell. Maybe the climate has changed because every year things change, and how to get new leads, how to get leads turned into clients. That whole process, it does change. Now, we're not throwing away our old skill sets. It's not about throwing away the skill sets from the past. It's about taking those skill sets and sharpening them with the tools of 2022. That's what you want to do. You're passionate about this. You've learned that you're passionate about it. You love the career. It's working for you, but you need more business. Let's sharpen your tools with the skill sets of 22. That's where we have to be. It's not getting rid of the old. People tell me all the time, well, I don't want to make phone calls. No problem. But communication will still happen. You don't have to make a phone call in this business. There's video, there's all kinds of chats, text messages, emails. How about this? Getting together face to face. Do you think that can still work? That might still work now and then. The old-fashioned getting together. I know people in the industry, they don't do chat. They do a minor amount of email, and everything else is still getting together face to face. They're not doing all this other stuff. Can you build a business doing that today? Of course you can. Absolutely. People will work with you if you're passionate about the business and you show them the value that you bring to the table. And I have an absolute belief. You're in this business, you can bring value. You absolutely can do it. I did it. Come on. I was Realtor of the Year. I'm incoming president next year for the association. I went to law school blind. Come on. If I can do it, you can do it. Make no mistake, you can have the career of your dreams. I want to talk with you. You can make this career the career of your dreams. Absolutely. All right, you guys, this is Real Estate Daily, and I am your real estate guru, and we will be talking shortly. Don't forget to hit the like button, and more importantly, hit the subscribe button. That's going to open up the members only event that starts in a few minutes. You can also hear it later, of course, but the members only event is for those who are subscribers. I will see you shortly to take a deep dive into the markets. All right, take care.